What's up, guys? Welcome back to BYB Tactical. Last week I made a holster review on Tier 1 concealment, and I had mentioned on that review that I was going to do a review on another holster setup that I do, which is my daily carry. So just for references, this is the Tier 1 concealment holster that I made a review on last week. As you can see, they have these type of clips right here, right? And I had brought out the other Tier 1 concealment holster that I had, which has also the new kind of newer holster setup that I was talking about, which I believe in the last video I called it Alias, which was totally wrong. It's actually Alias. But here you go. So this is how it looks like. You see how I replaced the clips that comes with the Tier 1 concealment holster, and I added the holster clip that comes with it, which this is the receiver, and I'm gonna go over what it looks like or how it looks like on your belt or how exactly it works. And I use it not only for my firearm but also my magazine holster, which is right here. So this is pretty much my daily setup and how I carry. These usually come together, like I mentioned in the last video. I separate them. I like actually the way this feels better separated. But yeah, let's just go over first pricing. The receivers themselves, they go for about $35 each. So yeah, so you're gonna need like two of them pretty much. It depends. If you're only carrying a firearm, no magazine, or if you're carrying a magazine in your pocket, then you only need one. And then, sorry, let me get that. There you go. Let me get that focused in. And then for every one of these holster clips, you're gonna need two of them pretty much. Again, depending on how you're carrying. If you're only carrying just a firearm, then they're gonna cost you $15. If you're gonna carry for your firearm and your magazine, they're gonna cost you $30 because they're $15 each. So yeah, let's go over the pros and cons. Like I said, this is my daily carry, and I'm not lying. I literally have this in my car. It's the summer, so this is a smaller, firearm. You kind of want to carry a small firearm for the summer. Although I do definitely switch around with the Legion, whatever, depending on what I'm doing. But anyway, so yeah, those are the prices. Stay tuned for the video to see if it works for you or if it doesn't, and then you be the judge if it, like I said, if it works for you or if it doesn't. So let's go over first the pros. So the pros are it's a different style of carrying, and what I mean by that is it is not meant to have like the pretty much very, how can you say it, exposed clips that you put on your belt right here. So this looks very hidden, very like James Bond like. So just for the sake of this video, let me pretty much put it on, and yeah, so let me kind of cut the video now and let's stand up so you can look at my belt, see how it looks. And all right guys, for the sake of this video, just let you know I'm using my Core Essentials belt. It's a 1.5 belt, which I should probably mention how these receivers only fit up to, I believe, 1.25 of an inch, so an inch and a quarter pretty much. Belts, it doesn't exceed that. And as you can see, you don't see the clips, the very, how do you call them, exposed, what I call them earlier, the, I guess, exposed clips that you usually would see here. Right now the receivers are on my belt and you probably cannot even tell. But let's go ahead and start putting on our gear for the day, right? So in this case, I'm putting my firearm on this side, and I am putting the holster on this side. And I am gonna say sorry for you guys. You are gonna probably see my stomach in this video, and it is what it is, but there you go. There's my setup. Do you see how they fit? You don't have, like I said, the overexposed clips like you have from the Tier 1 concealment. And why would this work? Why get something like this? It's pretty much made for people that like use either like polo shirts or like dress shirts. And look, let me tell you why. So let's just say you gotta tuck in your shirt for work. That's how it would look, right? You see what I mean? No exposure, very, very concealed. Pretty much no sort of giving off like you have a firearm vibes or anything like that. So, all right, enough of looking at my crotch. Let me get back into the seat. Let me take it out and let's jump more about the pros and cons of this firearm. Oh, all right then. So now that pretty much you had a minute or a minute and a half of looking at my crotch, let's go over what makes this better, or why is a better carry option for a lot of people. Maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of people it could work. So one, let's go over the fact that it's universal. How does it become universal? Pretty much the clips that are, or the holster clips that are on them, you could pretty much, which by the way, check out my grunt style shirt, huh? This is the neon grunt style shirt. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it, huh? When I'm in this room with the neon sign I got right here, this actually does light up like if I was like in some sort of like rave club or whatever. But grunt style, hey, send me some merch. But yeah, this is their shirt. I thought it was pretty cool. Anyways, let's go back to the holster review. So the clip, what makes them universal? Tier 1 concealment pretty much uses these type of clips. As you can see, all their holsters, you'll have like the two screws right here and the one clip down the middle. They're pretty much universal. They have all of those. It would pretty much be hard to find a holster that these cannot adapt to. So that's what kind of makes them universal. Another cool thing about them is you don't need a belt. Actually, they have a holster that kind of has the same setup, where you don't need a belt. You could just, if you have like jogging pants or gym pants, you could just pretty much put like this strap thing and it holds on to the joggers or whatever, and it works as if you had a belt. So it's kind of something I should mention. You gotta check out their website. But another thing, they're super low profile, as I said before. Pretty much this really works for people that are, you know, if you're carrying in the office, or you know, you're at a wedding or whatever the case would be, that you need to be in a low profile. This really does work. As you saw earlier, how I had a fit, I was pretty much able to put my shirt in and I could tuck it in. I really didn't tuck it in because it's a t-shirt, but it pretty much works for a lot of situations if you think about it. And so, I mean, yeah, again, it's up to you. Another thing I really like, so the belt I'm carrying right now is the belt that I have on right now is the Core Essentials belt. Now, if you're not familiar with Core Essentials belt, it's pretty thick, right? So whenever I put the clips on like that, I always feel like these fuckers are gonna snap. I'm pretty sure they're not. I've actually torture tested them a bit. I've tested their limits, but it's just having that feeling of, I guess, of not sure. So you never know. Worst thing you want is like if you're carrying in public and you hear a freaking snap and you're like, holy shit, what am I gonna do? I now have a firearm in my pants that I don't even know how it's gonna hold up. So it could definitely be the worst feeling. With that being said, again, they're very robust. It's all metal. This is not plastic. There you go. You heard the metal hit another metal. So they're very robust. It's pretty much, you know, and you could adjust them however you want. So this is how it looks like. I'm trying to give you a more in-depth look. Now, as far as how does it clip on or how does it release, right? So let me show that off as well. So you see, this is the clip. These two things pretty much, it's kind of like a latch, right? So let's get that latched on, right? This is what I mean by very robust. Let me see if I could, yeah, I'm not pulling that off. It's fucking strong, you know? So, sorry, sweat there. But look, so if you want to take it off, you could do it two ways. Either you see this little kind of like lever coming out, you can either press that and you're out, or you could press this bottom one and you're out. So depending how you want to let go, there's two ways to unlatch it, but as you can tell, it's super secured, very secured. So other things that this company actually does, or you could kind of shop for as well, like if you're carrying at the desk, or if you have like a big safe, or if you have something like tactical walls, right? What I mean by tactical walls, like you see how I have all my stuff hanging back there. You know, I have a pegboard just holding my shit up. But like if I had like a really nice setup and whatnot, you could use these as like your safe or holster holders for your firearm. Check out their website. They have a lot of that stuff, or even for the desk where it pretty much drills in or screws in to your desk or however you want to do it, which is super cool. I'm gonna be honest, carrying this, it was really hard trying to find something that sucked about it. I would say the only thing that really does suck is, and you know, it's not really something that they could honestly fix. It's just something that most holsters are just like that. If you're not familiar with Tier 1 concealment, their magazine ride heights, it goes pretty high. And there is a way to adjust that when you do your first order. But you know, after the fact, once you get it, you know, you can have it sit lower than if you wanted to. But once you get it, it is what it is. So the only thing I would say that sucks about it is just the ride height that it has on the actual holster or magazine holster, which, as you can see, I have it pretty much set to go as low as possible inside my pants, right? That sounds so wrong, but as low as possible that I can inside my pants, and it's still like kind of pokes at my stomach a little bit, and that's pretty much the only con I could think of. Other than that, really do check out their website. And like I said, I feel like for the price, you know, it's not bad at all. Here's another thing too, when you get these kind of stuffs, whether it be a regular holster, whether it be this kind of holster, take your time, make sure you get the right fit, dial it into your liking, tailor it to yourself. You know, take about 10-15 minutes, because if you don't, the last thing you want is to take it out of the box, go out in public and go do your shopping or do your driving or walking around, you're super uncomfortable, and it's not something you can really take on. Hey, let me just adjust in public, obviously, right? So, you know, really take the time to dial in the stuff that you get. But as of right now, guys, that's all I have for today. The next thing I'll probably be talking about is the MCK or CAA MCK Gen 3. I just got it, so look out for that. And that's pretty much it, guys. Until next time.